Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm David.
I'm Danica.
And we're D-Lo Tries. So this week we're going to be discussing, we had our first physical setback of training for my first triathlon, her second triathlon. I woke up 2 weeks ago with some pain in my right foot, and I decided it would be awesome to go for a run, a 2-mile run, and that little pain turned into significant pain where it was weight bearing was an issue. I couldn't run anymore. That was the takeaway, was I had to stop running. So we had to restructure our workouts and everything, and we decided let's spend more time in the pool and indoor biking for the next week, so that way I could lay the foot off. So how did that swimming go for you, and what did we do kind of in that time?
Yeah, so previously we'd been swimming probably about 1,000 meters at the pool each time. This time we upped it to 12:25, 12:50, and then a 1,500 swim. Just upping the distance, less stops, seeing how far we could push it.
And that was significant because you, of course, were a high school swimmer. Pride of Las Vegas High School, Wildcats.
Yes.
Class of 2010?
2010, yes.
Yeah, see, she knows.
Yes.
So she was a swimmer. She had that experience. Myself, I'd never really pushed it beyond 500, 750 up to this week. So to be able to accomplish and finish 1,000 and 1,500, I was pretty happy that I was able to kind of get to that level and do it in such a way where at the end, the last 250, I was absolutely wrecked, but it just felt good physically to know that I was able to push to that point and get through that. So after training in the pool and doing the indoor cycling for about a week, I went, all right, I think my foot's fine to start running again. And we went out and started doing some more runs outside. So how did your running this week go?
Did a 2-mile outdoor run, which went well. And that was the same day you did your 5K. And then the last 2 days have been 1 mile on the treadmill.
1 mile on the treadmill. So the answer to the question of which of the D-Los did a 5K first in 2020, you would think it would be this one, but it was this one. So she didn't realize that we hadn't done a 5K yet, and I #thank you Strava had to do it to meet the goal. I signed up to do it. We're doing a 10K probably not next week, but the week after, because I also signed up to do that as well. But she had no clue, so I secretly went out and did my 5K, and but foot felt better, and we've been doing the mile runs and stuff, and spending a lot of time on the treadmill. Why? What do you feel about the treadmill?
I feel like it's much harder. I feel like you don't have the breaks of the uphill, the downhill, pacing yourself when you want to go faster or slower. Like, I started getting a side cramp, like, way sooner. So it's not my favorite.
Yeah, it is absolutely not my favorite either. And the biggest thing that I notice about it is, it's different where I can pace myself when I'm outside and when I can go faster, slower. But more than anything, it's just all in here because you're literally just running, and that's all you're doing is moving your legs. No scenery changes, and that's what makes it so hard for me. Is you just have to focus on your legs, your breathing, and there's nothing else to take your focus away from that. So it's a good. I think it does do a lot for mentally for being strong and saying, okay, we're doing a mile, or we're doing 2 miles, and you got to do it. And running a mile outside, I don't mind. I can do it. Yeah. Running a mile on a treadmill, it sucks.
Yeah, my mile on the treadmill is at least 30 seconds slower than my run outside.
Yeah. So along those lines, Danica and I had a discussion yesterday, and I always thought that I gained more from her than she could ever gain from me. And I would like you to share with the viewers what you shared with me today after you got back from running on the treadmill.
Yeah, so we ran together on the treadmill yesterday, and I ran it in 10:03, and then today I went on the treadmill doing the same thing. Felt like I was pushing myself, even going faster, I felt like, but it ended up being slower. It was like 10:50 something. So just your presence of seeing you running right next to me made me want to keep upping the button more than when I'm by myself.
Well, see, and that totally happens for me when I'm doing it. And the thing is, she will always be faster than me. I've given up trying to race her on the regular. Now, yesterday we were swimming. Last night we were swimming, and she had lapped me probably 5 times by this point. But still, we were stroke for stroke with each other. We touched the far wall and we're headed back. And I was like, all right, this is the one lap that I'm going to be with her. I can't let her touch the next wall before me. So how did that go?
I think you beat me, but I was in the middle of my 1,000 nonstop.
She thinks I know I touched that wall before.
Yes.
Now, in terms of how that affected my workout, ruined it because I had to totally recover from trying to race her. But I beat her that one time. So it just goes back to find someone else to help you accomplish your goals. Because if you're trying to do it all by yourself, it's going to be hard to keep it going. Because you need a group. You need somebody to kind of keep you honest and keep you moving. So that's pretty much the update for these 2 weeks. We did more swimming, less running, and we're doing biking this week, which we're really excited about. We're going out to California. We'll be riding up the coast. So stay tuned for videos of us riding on the coast with some friends. But just until next week, you guys keep training. See you later.